Quotation from a colleague. Under assumption that male therapist might help client might be more amenable to opening up to a male therapist. Okay. Hello. Please, have a seat. Do you prefer to sit, or would you rather lay down? Totally up to you. Good. Okay, perfect. Great. My name is Jeremiah. What's your name? Wonderful. Really nice to meet you. Yeah. Well, is there any particular place you would like to begin? Whoa. Whoa. Well, calm down. Okay. All right, first of all, I need you to focus on me, okay? Yeah. Look at me. Good. Now, let's take a breath together. Okay. Yeah. That's a pretty intense energy. Okay. Well, I definitely want to talk about that. But I don't think we're ready to talk about that just yet. Let's go ahead and let's set the table a little bit before we dive right in. Sound good? Okay, good. So let's just see if you can just focus on me again. Focus on me. Good. Look at my eyes. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice. Do you often have a hard time making eye contact? Yeah. Yeah, it's a funny thing, eye contact, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, in the in the animal kingdom, it's often a sign of aggression, and it's easy to forget that humans are we're just one tiny little step away from our near animal relatives. Yeah, we're just a few steps away. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, eye contact is an interesting one. Okay, well, you're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah, just stay focusing on me. Just see how long you can do it. Okay, tell you what, let's try something. Let's just see if you can make 10 seconds of calm and quiet eye contact. Okay? Let's just see how that goes. You want to try? Okay, good. All right, here we go. Just, yeah, look at me for 10 seconds. Good. Breathe. Nice job. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't so hard, was it? No. Okay, you can look away for a minute. Just shake that off. Yeah. Yeah, it's a practice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an interesting phenomena whenever I do large public speeches. Um, it really helps me to look into the audience and connect. Yeah, it grounds me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it pulls the. I know that people are watching, but I turn my focus on to you or whoever I'm with, and that way I become less nervous because I'm not making it about me. Yeah, I'm giving up. I'm giving up trying to look good and be cool or impressive, and I'm just breathing and focusing on the people I'm speaking with, like you right now. Yeah. Yeah, all I care about is that you have, well, I do want you to have a positive experience. It won't necessarily be easy, right? It might make you uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, I want you to go away feeling connection, grounded, present, and relaxed. Yeah. Yeah. Good. So that's my intention with this session. Not that I won't make you uncomfortable. I might. But that we establish a level of trust and know I will never do anything to intentionally hurt you. I will never do anything to put you in any kind of harm's way. Yeah. Yeah. So if we're going to build a relationship here, that it is based on deep trust and rigorous communication and true vulnerability. Absolutely. Okay. Wonderful. Again, focus on me. Thank you. Relax. Breathe. Breathe. Relax. Good. Another breath. Good. So let's go ahead and check in with your body. Okay. Are you feeling any specific tension, stresses, headache, shoulder aches, tightness in the stomach, anything like that? Okay. 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 So, I don't want you to resist it. Yeah. Whatever tension you're feeling right now, don't try to make it go away right now. Okay? Let's just get really present to it. Yeah. Good. Okay. So, I want you to ground yourself. That's right. Are your feet flat on the floor? Good. That's right. Focus on me. And put your feet flat on the floor. Okay. Are you sitting up straight? Yeah. Yeah, avoid the tendency to slouch right now. Avoid slouching. It pulls the body in. What I want you to do right now, this is just a not an experiment, but everything we're doing is we're playing, right? I'm not here to tell you what the truth is. We're here to explore, to play, to learn and listen. That's right. Oh, I learn a ton. I learn a ton from my patients and my clients. Yep. No, the world of therapy is it is absolutely a two-way street. Yeah. Yeah, I learn from you all the time. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why, it's also important to try various therapists. Yeah, we're not, just like any human relationship, we're not a one-size-fits-all. You were recommended to me, and they suggested that maybe a male therapist might work better. And we're going to see. Yeah. Yeah, I might not be the one for you. Yeah. And that's okay. Good. But maybe this will be amazing. Yeah. Okay. All right, good. Let's refocus. Get back to grounding. Good. That's right. Let's be aware of our body language. Are your feet? Yes, good. Your feet, good. Flat on the floor. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And just notice what you're sitting on right now. Notice how it feels. Be present to it. Is it firm? Is it soft? Is it warm? Is it cold? Do you feel warm right now? You do. Good. Would you like me to make it warmer or colder in here? It's comfortable. Good. Thank you. And now let's start at the top of your head and just check in. Okay. Any tension or anxiety? Breathe into it. Don't try to get rid of it yet. Just notice it. Good. Move down to the jaw. Any tension or anxiety in the jaw. Just notice. Relax. Yep. Good. Shh, shh, shh. Just notice. Good. Any tension in the neck. Again, just notice. Okay. Very nice. Good. And now let's move down to the shoulders. Yeah. And do me a favor. Pull your shoulders up. And release them. Good. Yeah, it's amazing how often we are walking around like this. And it's subtle. It's like, I might not look like I'm stressing out. But then if I notice my shoulders and I go, oh. Ooh, I was holding a lot of tension there. Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay. Perfect. Focus on me. Good. Thank you. Now let's work on our eye contact. Yeah. Great. Thank you. You have very deep eyes. Yeah, very expressive. Yeah, I can see there's a lot going on there. Absolutely. And that's a good thing. Yeah, it's good to feel. Yeah, good. Okay, now notice any tension in your chest. Good, your belly. Yep. And in fact, let's do a little exercise here. Let's place one hand. Actually, take your right hand and place it over your heart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Take your right hand and place it over your heart. Good, thank you. And your left hand on your tummy, on your stomach. And just breathe with me here for a minute. And just notice, feel your hands on your body. Yeah, just notice the sensation. Good. Just feel the sensation. Yeah. Good. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Can you feel your heartbeat? Bum bum. Good. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. A nice deep breath into that. Let the belly rise, the chest rise, and exhale. Focusing on that deep sense of calm and trust, relaxation that you deserve. That's right. That's right. Okay. Now, you came in with a strong energy. Yeah. How do you feel now? Good. Better. Good. Wonderful. So, I feel like you had some things you wanted to discuss when you came in, yes? Okay. All right. Well, where would you like to begin? Okay. Yeah. Was that frustrating? Yeah. Do you feel like you have control in your life, or does it feel like life happens to you? Yeah. Yeah, it feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah, it feels like things are happening. You know, you feel reactive. Yeah. Like you're always you're dodging and weaving, you're deflecting, you're just oh, here comes a problem over here, and you gotta get out of the way of that problem, and then but there's another problem, and then there's another problem, and then right, got it. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a very common way of feeling. Yeah. Well, let's work on that. Let's work on that a little bit. Because what I want you to get is that while there are things that happen to you, it's true, that they're out of our control, right? Some things just happen to us. I want you to be present to the amount that you actually have control over. Yeah. Whether it be something somebody says to you, again, you can't control what somebody says to you, right? No, no. Everybody's autonomous, all right? But you can control how you react to it. Absolutely. You have way more control over that than you think. Let me give you a little example, okay? So, if some random stranger comes up out of the blue and says, something negative, I don't like you, or you're dumb, I don't know, something negative. Like they walk up to you and they say, you're stupid. Okay, what would your reaction be? Maybe annoyance, anger, probably just like annoyance, maybe surprise, right? Like, what the heck, right? But it wouldn't, I would hope it wouldn't, you wouldn't dwell on that. It'd be like, okay, well that person's, okay. Versus, the sibling, brother, sister, mom, dad, somebody you're close to, a friend, right? Colleague, co-worker. If they said, hey, you're stupid, well, it lands different, doesn't it? Yeah, right? It's two very distinct kind of reactions to something somebody says. And you notice that, there are some people who just seem kind of bulletproof, right? It's like people can say stuff about them, and they're just like, nope. They can throw darts at them, and they're just like, nope, that's not going to stick to me. Yeah. Yeah, we want to get to the point where that's more of our experience. Yeah. Getting out of the being, the person in the bar fight who's mad because somebody gave him a weird look. Right? It's like, what's going on with that? You're willing to fight? And, maybe go to jail or physically hurt somebody because of a look? Okay. Yeah, we would agree that there's probably something else going on there underneath. Right. I mean, can you imagine? It's comical, right? Like, can you imagine the Dalai Lama, being angry at somebody for giving him a mean look? Yeah, it's ludicrous. I had a chance to meet the Dalai Lama. Well, that's not. I attended a talk that he gave. He came to Los Angeles and spoke at the forum. And it was neat to be in that room. There were several thousand of us. But, the Dalai Lama, you can tell there's a deep, deep inner peace there. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't get flustered by negativity. Yeah, I mean, you talk about somebody who can hear a negative thing and just very adeptly go, oh, I'm not going to take that on. Oh, that's how you feel. Got it. Okay, well, I'm not going to take that on. Right. Yeah, so the goal is to for me, and maybe it will be for you, but my goal is to learn how to let go, be present, and accept what I have control over, and accept what I don't have control over. Yeah. And realize that I have a lot more control over my reactions and feelings than I often like to give credit to. And you do too. Yeah, in many, not all, but in many circumstances, you get to choose how you react to something somebody else does. Yep. Doesn't feel that way? Yeah. Well, it's not always the case. Almost, but yeah, I get that. Yeah. Well, let's practice that. Yeah, let's practice getting into that space where we're a little less reactive. Yeah. And a little more in control. That's right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you a story. It's a short story. Do you mind if I tell you a short story? Yeah. No, it's one of my favorites. And it lives in this world of, how much control do we have? What's good or bad? How could or should I react to something, that happens to me or around me? And it's a Chinese fable. It's a story of a farmer. And one day, all his horses escape. His son left the gate unlocked and the horses all got out. And his foolish neighbor comes over and says, "Oh my goodness, what horrible fortune. You've lost all your horses and most of your wealth." And the wise farmer smiles and says, "Well, who's to say what's good or bad?" Well, the next day, the horses return, but they found more wild horses out in the plains, and so his herd is now doubled in size, and he's much, much more wealthy. Well, the neighbor comes back by and says, "Oh my goodness gracious, look at your great fortune. Huh, can't believe it. Wow, you're so lucky." Well, the wise farmer smiles and says, "Who's to say what's good or bad?" Well, the next day, his son is trying to break in one of these new horses, and the horse bucks him off, and he breaks his leg. Very unfortunate. And the neighbor comes over and goes, "Oh my goodness gracious, can you believe it? How unlucky could you be? Your poor son, he may walk the rest of his life with a limp, we don't know." And the wise farmer, once again, smiles and says, "Well, who's to say what's good or bad?" Well, the next day, soldiers come by to conscript young men into the military and send them to the front lines. And the boy has a broken leg, and so the soldiers pass him by. And once again, the neighbor comes over and says, "Oh my goodness, can you believe how lucky you are?" And you guess what the farmer says. Well, who's to say what's good or bad? And the point of all that is there are things that happen to us in life. They do. They're things happen to us. Some by choice, some that we manifest into being. Some things happen through hard work, and some things happen because they just happened. And the advantage that we have with our intellect is that we can choose to choose. Yeah. You can be either person. You can be the neighbor, where it's like, oh my gosh, you're lucky, you're unlucky, you're lucky, you're unlucky, right? Or you can choose to accept what happens and go, well, okay, this is what's happening now. How am I going to deal with it? What do I get to do now? What do you get to do? Yeah. So on that note, it has been wonderful to meet you. Very much. Very much. I look forward to many more conversations. That's right. So, one more deep breath. Relax. Good. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.